Hi students, this is Miss Canova. I am going to be showing you how to do a mentor sentence today. A mentor sentence is a sentence that has been written correctly. In elementary school you have daily oral language or DOLs, and you're given a sentence that's written incorrectly and asked to correct it. Well, mentor sentences are sentences that are done perfectly well and written in a perfect manner. It's kind of like when we read a novel or a book and we read good language, we learn to write better. So that's what a mentor sentence. The purpose of us doing this is to correctly identify properly written sentences and why they're written correctly. So we're going to try a practice run today with the hopes of you being able to do this by yourself. So the sentence is, I think the sun is a flower. So the first thing we do is we notice two things, or three things in this case. I'll erase this right here. We notice three things that are written correctly about this sentence. So the first thing I want you to do is to tell me what kind of sentence it is. And lo and behold, Miss Canova has created this miracle thing. It's called the Mentor Sentence Resource Sheet. It is over here on your right, and if you look at that, that gives you kind of all the information you need to do a mentor sentence. So looking at number one, what type of sentence it is. Is it a declarative? Does it make a statement? Is it interrogative? Does it ask a question? We know that it does not because it has a period. Number three, exclamatory. Is that an exciting statement? I think the sun is a flower. Does it have an exclamation point at the end? No. So it's not exclamatory. Is it imperative? Am I telling you command? I think the sun is a flower. Am I telling you to do something? No. So in this case, this would be a declarative sentence. So then we would go ahead and write declarative for the first line. Let me see if I can do this here. Declarative. I'd write declarative. So number two, a type of sentence. If we go to our cheat sheet over here, type of sentence, I have these actually, I have to label these differently right here. Let me change this up. Kind and type. I have to change this actually. This should be kind and this should be type. Okay. So the first kind of sentence or type of sentence is a simple sentence. The dog walks to the park, or the dog walks. That could be the whole sentence. That means we have one subject and one verb, or one independent clause. It just stands by itself. It's independent. It's like if you guys were to be kicked out of the house by your parents, you'd have to be independent of them. They wouldn't support you any longer. So this might be one of those sentences. Number two, a compound sentence. Well, if we think of the word compound, it's like putting two things together and putting them into one. So if you put two simple sentences together, you create a compound sentence. It has two subjects and two verbs. The dog walks to the park while the cat runs. The dog and walks is one subject and verb, and the cat and runs is another. So it's a compound sentence. And the third one we're not going to deal with right now. So looking at this sentence, I think the sun is a flower. What's the subject? Who is doing what? What am I doing? I'm thinking. Is there any other subject or verb in this sentence? No. So it's I think and I'm a simple sentence. So I would put simple sentence right here. The third one is a free choice. So if I look at the sentence and I said, what else can I notice about this sentence that's done correctly? Well, you could always say the capital at the beginning, or I can say they're using a metaphor because can the sun really be a flower? It's not. So I'm going to put uses a metaphor. The next thing you do on the sentence is you label the sentence above, writing the part of speech under each word. Let's do that now. I'll get out of this and I will. So the first, we already knew what is I. A person, place, or thing, I believe. So if I go to my cheat sheet, labeling. Here is all the things you need to label in a sentence. Noun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, and article. So if we look at what a noun is a person, place, thing, or idea. Is I a person, place, or thing, or idea? It's a person, so I would write N. What is think? Well, what is the noun doing? Well, they're thinking. So what is think? It's an action, and that would be a verb. So let's put V. Next is the. Now the is a very simple thing because there's only three of these in the English language. And as you can see right here, there are the, an, and a. So the is an article. I would write art. The next thing is sun. And now we know that's a noun, person, place, or thing or idea. I would write n. Is. Now here's the tricky part. Is actually a verb, and it doesn't do any action. There are 3 verbs, is, was, and were, that are verbs that show state of being. I call them dead verbs. They just sit there. Like the sun is. It just is there, okay? So we're going to put a V. And the next one is a. What do we know about a, an, and the? They're articles. And the last one is flower, which is a noun. So I just labeled that entire sentence. That's what you do for labeling. The last part is really fun. So the last part is we're mimicking the following blanks below. I'll make this big screen so you can see it. We're actually doing Mad Libs, okay? And we're copying the sentence above. We're making our own sentence using the same parts of speech that you would down here below. So I blank the blank is a blank. I'm just going to put I want, okay? I want the... This is hard. This is the part where you have to really super think. I want the blank is a blank. I don't know if want is going to work. I think I want the blank. And so I'm probably going to have to use another metaphor, okay? So I want the show, no, I want the, this is kind of a hard one. I want the, notice I'm thinking a lot because I'm having problems too, and it's okay. I think the sun is a flower. I think it's want is the problem. Sometimes I don't know what the problem is. I think it's the verb that I use. So I think I have to use a different action. I think let me think of this. I'm thinking. I thought, I'm going to use past tense. Actually, I'm going to change the tense, okay? I thought the blank was a blank. And you can change this if you want. I thought the seal was a, what does a seal look like in the water, but it doesn't really it doesn't look like a black lab. It really does actually, but it can't, was a black lab. That's what I'm going to put, because I have a black lab puppy here. Okay, so I mimic this following sentence, okay? I created a whole new sentence, written correctly, and using the same parts of speech, but I actually changed the tense. And when I say the tense is, instead of saying is, which is present tense, I used was, which of course is past tense. So you can do that if you want, okay? So that's how you do a mentor sentence. So every time you do a mentor sentence, I would like you to use the resource page. And please use this sheet, because it's like given some answers for free. I don't know why you wouldn't use that. So good luck, have fun. Any questions? Email me. Have a good day, bye.